Welcome to back a BikeBeat. Imagine easing yourself into the low, inviting saddle of the 2025 Bajaj Avenger, where every curve of the frame and every contour of the seat has been designed to make you feel like the road is yours. The handlebars stretch out toward you at just the right angle, encouraging that signature cruiser posture, with your feet forward, your back relaxed, and the world rolling steadily past in a blur. From the very first glance, the Avenger radiates that unmistakable long and low silhouette that has made it one of the most recognizable cruisers in India, yet in 2025 it comes with subtle refinements that keep it feeling fresh without losing the core character riders love. The three main variants on offer continue the tradition. The Street 160 for those who want a perfect balance of economy and comfort, the Street 220 for riders looking for more punch and presence, and the Cruise 220 for those who prefer their rides with generous helpings of chrome and classic styling. Slide onto the Street 160 and you'll find an air-cooled, twin-spark DTSI fuel-injected 160 cubic centimeters engine that delivers around 15 PS at 8,500 RPM and 13.7 Newton-meters of torque at 7,000 RPM, paired to a smooth 5-speed gearbox that shifts with an easy, predictable rhythm. It's a machine tuned for everyday usability, with enough power for highway overtakes but a focus on sipping fuel efficiently, returning an impressive 45 to 47 kilometers per liter in real-world conditions. For many riders, that balance of cruiser comfort and commuter practicality is the Avenger's greatest trick. Move up to the Street 220 or the Cruise 220 and the stakes rise a little. Here you get a 220 cubic centimeters engine producing roughly 19 PS at 8,500 RPM and torque in the 17 Newton-meters range, still air-cooled but tuned for a meatier throttle response and a richer exhaust note that feels more substantial under acceleration. Fuel economy drops slightly, hovering around 39 to 40 kmpl, but the extra grunt is welcome when the open road beckons and you want to cruise comfortably at higher speeds without feeling like you're working the engine too hard. Regardless of the variant you choose, the ride quality is a strong point. Up front, telescopic forks with anti-friction bushes absorb road imperfections with ease, while at the rear, a 5-step adjustable twin-shock setup ensures you can dial in comfort whether you're riding solo or with a pillion. This suspension pairing, combined with the Avenger's low center of gravity, makes for a ride that feels planted and stable, whether threading through city traffic or rolling steadily along a highway. Braking duties are handled by a front disc around 280 mm in size, paired with a single-channel ABS system that prevents lockups when you need to grab the lever quickly, while a rear drum keeps things simple and easy to maintain. The design is where the Avenger's soul truly shines. The Cruise 220 is a visual feast for lovers of traditional cruiser style, with chrome detailing on the exhaust, mirrors, and grab rails, along with spoked wheels and a tall windscreen that not only adds presence but also makes longer rides more comfortable by deflecting wind. The street models, by contrast, lean into a modern, blacked-out look, with alloy wheels, minimal chrome, and bold graphics that give them an urban attitude. Each has its own personality, and both look equally at home parked outside a cafe or gliding down a coastal road at sunset. In front of you, the semi-digital instrument console blends old-school charm with modern convenience, offering a large analog speedometer complemented by a digital display for trip meters, fuel gauge, and odometer. Illumination varies slightly between variants, adding a touch of individuality. The switchgear is simple and functional, positioned exactly where your fingers expect it to be, with a tactile feel that reassures you of the bike's solid build. The ergonomics are carefully considered. The seat height is low enough for shorter riders to plant their feet confidently at stops, while the wide handlebars and forward-set foot pegs keep your posture relaxed for hours on end. The pillion seat, especially on the Cruise, comes with a backrest that adds comfort and security for your passenger. Price is one of the Avenger's strongest suits. In 2025, the Street 160 is priced around 1.21 Indian rupees lakh ex-showroom, the Street 220 comes in at about 1.43 Indian rupees lakh, and the Cruise 220 sits at roughly 1.48 Indian rupees lakh. This makes the Avenger one of the most accessible cruisers in the market, offering that big bike look and feel without the intimidating price tag. It's this combination of affordability, style, and reliability that has kept the Avenger name alive and well for years. Out on the road, the Avenger delivers exactly what it promises: a relaxed, unhurried riding experience. The Street 160 is nimble enough for weaving through congested city streets yet stable when you open it up on a bypass. The 220 variants have more in reserve, letting you cruise at 90 to 100 km per hour with the engine feeling comfortable and unstressed. The gear ratios are well spaced, ensuring you're never hunting for the right cog, and the clutch is light enough to spare your left hand during long commutes. The fuel injection system keeps throttle response crisp and predictable, while Bajaj's DTSI technology optimizes combustion for both performance and efficiency. On longer rides, you'll appreciate the way the Avenger's suspension and frame geometry soak up rough patches and potholes, leaving you less fatigued at the end of the day. Even the stock seat is plush enough for hours in the saddle, though aftermarket options are available for those who want even more cushioning. In heavy traffic, the Avenger's low-speed balance and smooth throttle make it easy to live with, and the cooling system does a commendable job of managing heat in stop-and-go situations. The unique selling points for the 2025 Avenger are clear. It's one of the very few true cruisers available in this price bracket, offering style and comfort that are hard to match. Its low running costs, dependable mechanics, and wide service network make it a sensible choice, while its road presence and relaxed vibe make it an emotional one. Unlike sport bikes that demand constant attention or commuter bikes that fade into the background, the Avenger makes every ride feel just a bit special. You sit a little taller in the saddle, take the corners a little more slowly, and notice more of the world passing by. It invites you to enjoy the journey as much as the destination. Whether you're a first-time buyer dreaming of owning a cruiser or a seasoned rider looking for a second bike that offers a different kind of riding pleasure, the 2025 Bajaj Avenger has a lot to offer. It's practical enough for daily use, stylish enough to turn heads, and comfortable enough for weekend getaways. And perhaps that's the magic. It's a motorcycle that doesn't force you to choose between your head and your heart. It appeals to both. You could chase bigger engines and flashier badges, but you might just find that everything you really need for your kind of riding is right here. And when the sun dips low, the air cools, and the road stretches out ahead, the Avenger hums along like a trusted companion, reminding you why you fell in love with riding in the first place. In the end, it isn't just about the specs, the chrome, or the price. It's about the feeling, the one you get when you settle into that seat, thumb the starter, and roll out knowing that every ride can be a small adventure. The 2025 Bajaj Avenger is more than just a motorcycle. It's a way to slow down in a world that's always speeding up, and that, perhaps, is its greatest feature of all.